Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Cause 3. I like how when you start this game back up, he's like just chilling, looking at this beautiful landscape next to a nice car. But he's also like carrying a couple guns and everywhere, and I don't know. So cool. Alright. Let's do...
Rico, I am investigating hypotheses regarding power supply to EMP-FOW, the Guards Corridor Dracon, but military and surveillance equipment generating interference for scans. Continue to liberate provinces in Insula Dracon. Reduce interference.
I like it when games like find ways to justify like base busting. Oops, wrong button. I meant to use the map. Alright, so... wait. Wasn't I just at Cordo? Corda... I swear I just liberated that. But where was it? Continue... I guess it just continued to live... yeah, this guy. Continue to liberate provinces, so let's just go here. We'd have a nice drive and a nice little time to chat. So hopefully you all are sticking with your New Year's resolutions. They're a fickle thing because there's a science behind goal setting in certain aspects of it.
All right, let's go.
Hold on. Clearly, these guys need a reminder who I am. I'm gonna go park on here. But the mindset is basically people like the end result more than they like the work. So when people declare on Facebook or to their friends or in some larger scale, they go, "This is what I'm doing, and I'm so happy to start doing this." It's hard to get that conviction started from that point for a lot of people because you've already gotten the positive feeling of the accomplishment before you've even accomplished it. And that's where people tend to fizzle out, is they want that recognition. So people comment or they send text back and they say, "Oh, that's great, like we support you, blah blah blah," and people do. Don't get me wrong, it's not like it's a cynical statement to think that people wouldn't. I'm just saying that everyone's busy. It's not like they're the ones being your fitness coach or the one being your dietitian or the one being the person. Even just simple things like wanting to journal more, wanting to sleep better. It's not like people are there monitoring your sleep habits or your diet, or so people fizzle out because they don't have the right support going in. And that's why it is tricky to keep those New Year's resolutions. So if you're sticking with it, keep going. I'm sticking with some myself. It's going well. I've gotten over the initial, like, the hump of, like, not being able to stick with it. So feeling good about it, and it also, since I'm taking it one goal at a time, now I can focus on some other things and start using the added benefits to, like, focus on other things too, not just worry about one resolution.
There appears to be a service outage.
What's his name? Also, make sure you find those people who actually will be a good support. Someone you can go to, someone you can talk with or work with. I was like inches above the ground. Hold on. I'm like just inches above the ground with this thing.
Power's out.
Alright, let's go take out the SAM turret. It's over here.
Enemies in the air, bring it down. Attacking from behind.
Uh-oh. Don't die. Yeah, 'cause, you know, everyone goes New Year, New Me, but there are some people who are the quiet examples of success. They don't telegraph it. They realize their problem and they just start going. Because I've made excuses for myself a lot. My schedule, my like, oh, I just feel like I want to do it this time, or I'd only be able to do it if this were the case. But you know, I just decided to start doing it, and I made the like conscious decision. Just like I gotta do it. I do it. And I'm still keeping up with it. But yeah, because I mean I know people who they just started doing it and they made it a part of their goals and their routine, and I'm thinking like fitness and weight loss. I've seen friends who've made a complete turnaround, like lost 60-70 pounds, and they're like, yes, there's the like superficial like, oh, I'm down like 8 million sizes, and it's like, cool, you can buy different clothes. That comes with it, but it's the added benefits of like boosted energy. You're more able to, you know, you can do more things. You have more energy for the day. You have the added benefit of like just being able to feel that burst of self-confidence. So, oop, boom. I like having a sniper rifle for this. This base is bigger than I thought. Let's get our helicopter back. Okay, I was looking at the chopper to be like, is this the same kind? Let's... Oof. Dang nabbit. Alright, let's go take out that SAM turret.
Heavy insurgent in my sector.
Let that be a motivation. Go in wanting, you know, really craving change, and you can make it happen. You'll find the right people. You'll start to make better decisions. And that could be anything. It could be health and wellness. It could be your social circle. Some people find themselves realizing that they've surrounded themselves with toxic people. Sometimes you gotta work on yourself. Sometimes you find out you're the toxic friend, or you're the toxic person who, you know, is like the one people want to avoid, or the one that people don't want to be around. How do I get this tank down there? I think I could just... Yeah, I could drive it here. There. Sometimes it can be little things. Like, oh, I wanna include more art. Maybe wanna like learn to play a little piano, or learn to play a little guitar. Never a bad idea. And I love being a musician. It's funny because people they'll approach me and they're like, how, like almost apologetically, like, oh, I'm learning piano, but you know, I'm nowhere near as good as you. I'm like, I don't expect you to be if you're just starting now. Like, what? Like, don't. That would be like me trying to go into a doctor's office and be like, hey, I'm trying to be a doctor, but I haven't done any of the schooling or any of the education. I only know a little bit about medicine. And of course, you're not going to be as good of a doctor as somebody who's put in the work. And that's not to say that you can't end up being good one day. And good is totally... Music and art in general is totally subjective. There's no like objective like, oh, this person is like the #1 best pianist in the world. Like that doesn't happen. There are lots of good pianists and lots of good guitarists, and there's a huge swath of styles and different approaches that people do with the instruments. So if you're ever thinking like, oh man, comparatively I'm not as good as somebody else, I do that all the time. I see people and I'm like, oh man, I should get as good as him, but then I have to kind of remember that it's a process, and I can aspire to be him or her or that band or that artist collective, but I can't just wish it and make it so. Like, I have to put in the work, and I know how to put in the work, and that's where people fall off with learning music, is because they don't want to put in the work, they just want to be good, and you can't just be good. Like, only prodigies get that benefit, and even they just do a lot of work in terms of listening and playing. They might not know how to read or look at music, but they might have spent hours playing to their favorite songs or listening to their favorite musicians.
The choppers are nearly there. Are we ready?
Did I get everything? spots. Where are they? Oh wait, let's open the, no. Can I open these gates? Those aren't buttons. I feel like there is a button for this gate. I know there's a button for this bridge. Maybe that's the same button. Oh, yep. There we go. Alright, what do I need to disable over here? Totally ignore the fact that I'm scraping a parachute on like a bunch of stalactites.
Oh, looks like they don't want me.
And done. Oh, there we go.
Dispatching chopper
Oh wait,
support
that's
to
not
contact.
Is that a tank? It is a
Authorizing
tank.
elite squad deployment at your location.
Thank you for the tank.
Who's next?
I always love when they bring the tanks because they're like, we've got them now, and it's like, no, you're just giving me a tank, is what you're doing. Let's go back this way.
Find the rebel. Pursue aggressively.
Dang, he spent 2 minutes in Heat 5. That's nuts. Alright, let's, keep going. There's still some fuel tanks, and I think that was a bunch of satellites. So I think those are over in that first area we were in with the helicopter. Sure, that's how you open a gate.
Hands up, Dodge, there's a tank.
Where?
Tanks are inbound to your position. Elite deployment authorized. Squad inbound.
Didn't they forget I'm in a tank?
Spiraling out of control. Sending in the big guns. Take care of it.
Sort of an EMP
Be
cannon,
advised.
there's not much I
Tanks
can do.
dispatched to point of conflict. Authorizing a tactical response team at your position.
This is
This is dispatch.
a little bit much
Tanks
here.
inbound.
Spent 50 seconds. Heat level 5. Oh. I... That was really weird. Alright, where are these satellites? I really need it. I should probably be in a helicopter. Let's see if they're up this dirt road. Oh, here we go. Now, where are those? There was some satellites that I saw. Yeah, over there. Good. Good, we went the right way. I do try to get, you know, like organically good at navigating a game after playing it a while. Like not having to look at the map every time to find like a position or some item or some place that I've visited a bunch of times. Okay, why don't those move? Alright, where are the fuel things? What else in here? Why would they drive? They're like trying to get me, but they drive right into the path of my tank. How is it not hitting the water tower? Oh well. Alright, for the remainder of this, let's use the helicopter. That way we can find everything we need to find right away.
Open sesame.
Oh, another thing that I think is cool advice. Be discerning what is going to be beneficial and not beneficial is really good. I mean, it makes sense. You can't make progress if all you're doing is making bad choices and not understanding you're making bad choices. Because some people will they'll conflate like toxic people with people who are telling you what you don't want to hear but need to know. Like if you're looking for advice and you don't like the advice that's given to you, yes, you have the choice to say yes or no, but if it's actual like helpful advice or things that will or a harder decision to make because in the long run it'll be better, you can't just turn that into, oh, that's a toxic person, I don't need them in my life. I need to think for me. It's like, yes, you do need to recognize your weaknesses and strengths, but you also need to have that filter, that person that isn't you, seeing you from a different perspective. You need another angle. I guess the going might get tough, but you just gotta be aware of who you're surrounding yourself with and how you're approaching a problem you want to solve. afraid to ask questions either. That's where some people also ask questions or ask for help. There's the base commander. That's Generalissimo. Why is he just in a car?
Opening in administration.
Woo! What is that weapon? It's like a pipe bomb launcher. Cool. Well, we did it. Another major settlement liberated. I think we've tackled a lot of the big ones in this area, so we'll only have to get smaller ones from now on. Well, cool. All right, so thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you learned a little something. It was something on my mind. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you want to start a discussion. And feel free to check out anything in the links that I posted below related to music or video games, and we will see you in the next episode of Just Cause 3.